This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
The Moses Lake School Board unanimously approved alterations to the 2017 voter-approved construction bond.
The flip of a coin helped put Wenatchee City Council members in their places Thursday as the city finalized its new vote-by-district system.
Law enforcement across the country is facing a greater risk of exposure to fentanyl, and two Cooley City siblings have taken it upon themselves to keep local law enforcement safer on the road.
Royal Knights football has seen a great deal of success over the past 3 years.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
The Moses Lake School Board unanimously approved alterations to the 2017 voter-approved construction bond. After months of discussion and planning, the school district can now move forward with building two 450-student elementary schools and a 700 to 900-student high school. The bond, narrowly approved by voters, originally called for just one elementary school and a larger 1,600-student high school. Bond plans still include modifications and renovations to Moses Lake High School, as well as safety and security upgrades across the district. The alterations come after recommendations from both the Long Range Planning Committee as well as the district administration based on a number of factors, including updated current and projected future student enrollment numbers and an increase in construction costs due to delays in the initial projects with regards to the election lawsuit and the state legislature's fail to pass a capital budget in 2017. Under the new plans, the two new elementary schools are estimated to open in the fall of 2020 and the second high school to be ready in the fall of 2022. The total projected cost is estimated at about $158.5 million, $135.3 million coming from the voter-approved bond, and about $23.5 million from state construction assistance. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
I'm going to let it hit the ground. It is heads. There's your quarter. So Ruth gets council position number 3.
The flip of a coin helped put Wenatchee City Council members in their places Thursday as the city finalized its new vote-by-district system. Where all 7 council members were previously elected at large, the city adopted a measure earlier this month to elect 2 at large, with 5 members elected from newly drawn districts. Mayor Frank Kuntz parceled out seats based on choice, chance, and how long members had yet to serve in their terms.
Anybody opposed with putting Councilmember Harold in District 1?
Starting September 13th, council members will represent those districts through the end of their current terms, even if they don't live there. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Law enforcement across the country is facing a greater risk of exposure to fentanyl, and two Cooley City siblings have taken it upon themselves to keep local law enforcement safer on the road. Jake and Ashley Mitchell have spent the last couple months putting together 300 fentanyl exposure roadside cleanup kits that were then distributed to law enforcement agencies in Grant, Adams, Lincoln, and Ferry counties to be stored in patrol vehicles. The kits, although very simple, can mean the difference between life and death for a law enforcement officer exposed to fentanyl, a powerful opioid pain medication that even a small amount can cause someone to quit breathing.
But I'll tell you, this project that they took on, not only just for our agency, but 4 other counties, which is a lot of law enforcement officers. So these bags will touch every single law enforcement officer in 4 different counties, which is a lot. A lot of time that they invested in this, and the importance of this because of the amount of, or the increase in the fentanyl use that we're seeing.
The kits include 2 water bottles, a bar of soap, an N95 mask, and a fentanyl information sheet.
So we knew that there's a lot of officers who are involved in scenarios where they could come in contact with the fentanyl. So we wanted to make sure that they knew the right way to clean up after it and how to do it in a way that wouldn't hurt them. Because a lot of officers believe that the hand sanitizer is the way to clean it up, but in reality that really just increases the absorption. So we wanted to make sure that they had a way to clean up that was a lot safer, like the water and the soap, which is the way to clean up without having that absorb in your skin.
Jake Mitchell said the project was made possible thanks to donations from Walmart, Family Foods in Coulee City, 10 Pin Inn and Suites, as well as ACH High School as a way to give back to area law enforcement. Sheriff Jones said the increase in fentanyl use is starting to be noticed by law enforcement in central Washington. The sheriff's office has had cases with narcotics sent to the crime lab that have shown traces of fentanyl, and it's just a matter of time before law enforcement comes in contact with the deadly drug. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
Royal Knights football has seen a great deal of success over the past 3 years. In the past 3 seasons, the Knights have won every single one of their games and pulled down 3 state titles. Despite currently being on a 41-game winning streak, no one is talking about that in practice.
We know the stuff from last year, it's already in the past, so we just gotta look forward now and just work hard to accomplish our goal.
Head coach Wiley Allred said that the mentality of leaving the past behind and focusing on getting better every day isn't a new one. It's the same one they've been carrying through this entire winning streak. Royal aims to be a serious contender for the 4th year in a row, returning several starters from last year's team, including running back Alonzo Hernandez, quarterback Sawyer Jenks, and receiver Angel Ferraris. They'll open the season at home against 2A powerhouse Ellensburg on August 31st. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.